Hello, welcome to Marine Ecology. My name is Mrs. Brooker, and I will be your student's teacher for the 21-22 school year. And I recognize a lot of their names from having them in biology. So this is going to be an amazing class. It's going to be a small class, 6th period with upperclassmen. And so far, so good. So let me introduce the course to you with just a few minutes of your time. And I appreciate you guys logging in to listen to this. So the first thing I wanted to go over is just an introduction to me. That's my husband, John, of 11 years. And we live in Aliso Viejo. My two daughters, Colette and Juliet, 8 and 3. She goes to Top of the World and she's in preschool. And our two dogs, which are extreme handfuls, Rocco, a German Shepherd, he's only 8 months, so he's going to be huge. And then Roxy, 1 year old. A little bit of my background. I went to school, got my bachelor's in biology with an emphasis in molecular biology because I love DNA and I love being able to explain why things happen in the world on a molecular level, especially, but also on a larger level as well. So I've enjoyed teaching marine. It's been an unexpected passion for me, and I hope I can transplant that and impart that into your students. So topics for this class. This class at times is going to feel like an environmental science class. I would be remiss as a teacher if we didn't talk about the environmental issues impacting the ocean. So we'll talk about the ocean habitat and how it's affected by environmental issues. We'll talk about all the ocean inhabitants and how they're adapted to living in that specific part of the ocean, and then how humans are impacting the ocean both in a positive and a negative way. Things that we're going to do in this class, dissections, we'll go to the tide pools, we'll build models on posters where I'll show them how they can pull from multiple sites to understand things, something they probably already know, but we'll build on. A bunch of labs, pair decks, learning games, I love games, notebooks look like this. Students have been refreshed with pen and paper, and so I wanted to capitalize on that because they've had so much digital. So it'll be organized topics with tabs, and the tabs will keep growing as we learn. And I show a lot of video content just so they can see and visualize what they're talking about because I'm a visual learner. I'm assuming they are as well. Assessments in this class, if they can teach it, they've learned it. So that's the philosophy behind the learning videos I'll have them make, and I'll watch them to assess if they knew it. Learning game scores sometimes will be for points. Sometimes it will be tiered points, like if you miss 1, you still get an A. If you miss 2, etc., you still get an A. Go Formatives, it's a really cool website and you can use it a lot. It's very versatile. It wouldn't be worthwhile for me to explain it to you. You'll see it as we go. Screencasts, audio recordings, and lab write-ups is how I will assess them. No big major formal tests where they're memorizing a lot. I want to get it into their mind at a deeper level, and I believe these alternative assessments will do that. Grades in this class, there are going to be many small assignments. There's not going to be one 100-point Hail Mary at the end of the semester where they can change their grade either way. Non-weighted grades, so every point is equal. I just put the categories in there so they can see how the points are distributed. So 1 point for homework, which there won't be homework, so 1 point for labs would be the same as 1 point for assessments. And there'll be about 100 points total for this semester. Again, we've switched from trimesters to semesters, so I'm not exactly how that number will change. It's not hard and fast. It's just going to be a rough number. 10% deduction per day for late work, capped at 30%. So the lowest they can earn on their assignments would be a 70% of their credit. And if they're absent, they have 2 days for each day that they were absent to make things up. And I'll use the tutorial time after lunch for any lab makeups that they missed. So thank you for listening to this presentation on marine ecology. Email me at any point with questions. Canvas email, I'm still working on being alert to it. There's not a good alert system there, so it's better to email my school email, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And please feel free to reach out. I look forward to being your student's teacher this year. And again, thank you for cluing in to this presentation.